Well, hello. I thought I could build a computer. My old one was starting to act up, so I decided, yep, it's my turn to build my own PC. This was the first one I've ever built. Kind of had to learn a lot, but I managed to pull it together. So I'll just show you what I came up with. There's a lot I can still add to it, and I'll mention that as I go. Okay, well, you can see uh, the basic setup there. It's booted up to the BIOS setup, and it's ready for Windows to be installed. That's a 750 watt Termaltake power supply, and it had a weird thing to hook it up. I wasn't sure why there would be two cables to plug into the graphics card, but there was two. It took a while to figure that out. That's a NVIDIA GTX 1080 MSI gaming video card. And there you can see the fancy fans. I didn't use the M2 hard drive, although maybe I should have, but to be honest, I didn't know they existed until I saw that little socket there. Looking it up though, it looks like they can have a great improvement for video editing, and that's mostly what I use to burn out my computers. So I may get one of those just for the video editing software and files. But it's plenty fast enough for the rest of my normal use and the little bit of light gaming that I do. It has a Thermaltake Water 3.0 liquid cooling system. That's a 240 millimeter radiator on it and two fans. The fans blow into the case. It was a bit confusing which way should the fans go, but you normally want to blow warm air out of the case, but then the radiator will get warm air, so you have to blow or draw cool air through the radiator from the outside into the case, and then there's plenty of holes in the case and fans going out as well. There's a 2 terabyte hard drive and an old-fashioned optical drive. I gather I didn't need it, but I just didn't feel comfortable without it. It's only 50 bucks. We'll see if we go around the back, then we'll see the SanDisk 960 gigabyte SSD solid state drive. Interestingly enough, it was able to boot up and find a wireless mouse without having Windows installed. There's no software installed at all, just the BIOS itself was able to find it. And it's a point and click BIOS software. We used to call it CMOS. I don't know what the difference is between a BIOS and well, I know what a BIOS is, but why sometimes there's a CMOS and sometimes people go, what's a CMOS? There's the 960 gig SSD, and you can see my rather mediocre effort at some cable management. I'm not too stuck on that kind of stuff, but I thought, well, I'll give it a try. Pull some of the cables together around the back. So that's a Termaltake Suppressor case, and all of the components are either Termaltake or MSI, except the RAM. I was pretty happy with MSI and Termaltake, and everything came together really well. I like how the LEDs shine through the case. I tried to get the window version, but they said it would be 4 months for delivery. So I thought, well, I'm not going to look through the window very much. So I hope you thought this was informative, and let me know what you think, and enjoy trying to build your own I think it took me about a week, a little bit each day. Most of the time was spent figuring stuff out, like why is there 3 pins on some fans and 4 on the other? And if there's 3 pins, then which of the 4 pins do you put them on? Overall, we actually got it together, and it's pretty satisfying. Have the thing going now with Windows, and it's very quick and powerful, and absolutely is meeting my needs. Thanks. Bye.